Pause for a second. What if I told you the reason you are losing money is simply because you are trading against the higher time frame buyers? You were trying to swim against a waterfall, trying to catch a falling knife, which is dangerous. In this video, I'm going to show you my 3-step top-down blueprint to identify higher time frame buyers and enter sniper entries on the lower time frame. If that sounds good, smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And if you are interested to be part of my community on Telegram, where I give out free profitable signals and market insights, you can click on the link in the description and be part of the community. Let's get into the breakdown. As a professional price action trader, you must understand the differences between time frames for top-down market analysis and time frames for entry. There are 4 major time frames that I love to use for my top-down market analysis. The first one is the monthly time frame. Let me increase the font size of the monthly time frame. Then the second one is the weekly time frame. The third one is the daily time frame, while the fourth one is the 4 hours time frame. These 4 major time frames are very solid and valid for top-down market analysis. Then the next following time frames, like 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, then 1-minute time frame, are time frames good for sniper entries on the lower time frame. You have to understand the differences between time frames for top-down market analysis and time frames for sniper entries on the lower time frame. In this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step so that you can understand how to apply these time frames during top-down market analysis. On the chart of USD CHF, this is monthly time frame. If you look at the overall direction, right, the trend is going down. One of the major roles of a profitable trader is to understand the direction of the market. Where is the price action heading to? Is the price heading to the south, which is downtrend, or heading to the north, which is uptrend, or price is just ranging within certain zones? On the monthly time frame of USD CHF, you can see series of lower highs, and these lower highs and lower lows features represent presence of sellers in the market. So these are signs that sellers are the one in charge of the market on the monthly time frame. Let me put it down. The market condition on the monthly time frame is bearish. Sellers are the one in charge. So bearish market structure. Being able to understand the direction of the price on the monthly time frame gives me the overall view of what is going to happen throughout that month. If the month of May is bearish, that means throughout that month price is going to be bearish overall on the monthly time frames. Let me scale down to the weekly time frame. You can see that the overall direction of the weekly time frame as well is still bearish. Sellers are the one dominating the market. Can you see we have series of lower lows around this zone? We have lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower high. You know, sellers are strongly dominating the price action on the weekly time frame. Then I have to put it down inside my journal as well. If monthly is bearish, then my weekly is also bearish, right? So let me just use MS to represent market structure. Let me scale down to daily time frame to also understand or figure out the direction. If you look at the overall direction of the price action on the daily time frame of USD CHF right now, you can see that the current trend is bullish, right? And you can see a lot of higher lows right here. We have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, series of higher lows, higher lows, higher lows around this zone. And you can see that the price is heading to the upper side. The overall direction on the daily time frame, right, is bullish. The monthly time frame is bearish. Sellers are the one in charge on the monthly time frame. Weekly sellers are the one in charge. Then on the daily time frame, buyers are the one in charge. I'm going to use MS to represent bullish market structure. So let's scale down to the 4 hours time frame. If you look at what is currently happening right here, the current price action is still bullish as well on the 4 hours time frame, because you can see series of higher lows around this zone here, and these higher lows, higher highs represent the presence of buyers in the market. And before this bullish market structure, which finally changed to bearish, is when the price invalidates the last major higher low around the zone. You know, this was the last major higher low during this bullish market condition to the upper side, right? So if the bearish candlestick can trade below this higher low and invalidate it, then you will be expecting price to give you a series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So let me put it down inside the plan. 4 hours is currently bullish market, right? So you can see the way the time frames direction are totally different from each other. Monthly is bearish, weekly is bearish, daily is bullish, while 4 hours time frame is also bullish. If you have any trading challenges you want me to solve for you by making a video tutorial on it, you can drop it in the comment section, and I'm going to look into it and create a video to solve the problem for you in the future. In this video, I'm going to use day trading style to explain this top-down market analysis. So if I'm going to use day trading style, that means I'm going to start my top-down market analysis from daily time frame, then scale down to 1 hour time frame, probably 30 minutes, 15-minute time frame to execute my trade. Let's start with a chart of GBP USD. This video is for you if you are a day trader, because I want to use this time frame to explain top-down market analysis. Now, if you look at the price action right now, I love to solve problems in the market, and the first problem is to understand the direction. Where is the price action heading to, right? And set criteria for myself. If you look at what is happening on the daily time frame of GBP USD, buyers are the one in charge of the market as a result of these higher lows, right? Can you see higher lows, higher lows? And there are certain rules behind this system I want to use for this top-down market analysis. Whenever you identify a strong trend in the market like this, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, the price give us a correction to give us a new higher low, then expanded to give us a new higher high. Now price gave us a retracement right now to give us a new higher low. We're expecting the price to continue to the upper side. Whenever price action is trending to the upper side and you can spot a minimum of 4 to 5 higher lows, just have it at the back of your mind that that trend will soon be invalidated to the downside. And that is part of the criteria to trade this system I want to show you in this video. Let us count the number of higher lows in this uptrend market. Remember, we need a minimum of 4 to 5 higher lows for this strategy. We have first one around the zone, we have another one third, we have fourth, fifth, we have sixth, we have seventh, we have more than 4. Then the next step is to connect your trend line. If you start from here to this place, right, you can see the trend line is no longer valid anymore. If you adjust it to this place, it's no longer valid anymore. But if you put it like this, it's still valid. Why? Because we have 2 major strong points here, and part of the minimum requirement for a valid trend line is to have 2 touches. We have first touch here, then we have another touch here, right? So since we are able to spot a minimum of 4 to 5 higher lows during this uptrend market, all we have to do is to exercise a lot of patience and have it at the back of our mind that this trend will soon be invalidated, that sellers will change the structure back to bearish. I want to wait for that moment by using this trend line, break out. So we have to wait for daily price action to close or break this uptrend market to the downside. So let's play the candlesticks and see what the price action will offer us on this setup. So now the price is heading down. Price is giving us a retracement towards the trend line. Don't forget, we want to use trend line breakout for this top down market analysis, since we're able to spot a minimum of 4 to 5 higher lows during this uptrend market, and it's a sign that the trend is about to be taken out by the sellers or to be invalidated by the sellers. We just have to wait for one of the daily candlesticks to close below the uptrend market. We want to see 1 or 2 bearish candlesticks on the daily time frame to break it to the downside. Let's keep on playing the candlestick. Now we finally have a break to the downside. This is a candlestick that invalidates this uptrend to the downside. That is the second criteria. The last step is to wait for price to retest this trend line. Then you scale down to the 1 hour time frame and take a sell opportunity to the downside. On the 1 hour time frame of GBP USD, you can see the price action invalidated the trend line to the downside, which turns is to trend line breakout. Like I said, we have to exercise a lot of patience and wait for the price action to give us a retracement, or what I call a retest, back to this trend line breakout. If you look at the price action right here, the price created a support here and the price gave us a bullish market structure to the upper side, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we have a retracement, price continue the higher high, higher low pattern. Then we have higher high, higher low, then higher high. The next step is to exercise a lot of patience and wait for this price action on the 1 hour time frame to change from bullish market structure and start giving us a bearish market structure before we execute this trade. We need to wait for a break of structure on the 1 hour time frame. Let's play the candlestick. If you look at what is happening right now, price is about to change the structure to the downside. So if one of the 1 hour bearish candlestick close or break below this key level, this minor support on the 1 hour time frame, then it's going to validate my entry confirmation. Let's keep on playing the candlesticks. You can see the price rejected at the minor support on the 1 hour time frame. Before I execute this trade, I want to see one of the bearish candlesticks to close below the minor support to give me a change of structure or a break of structure on the 1 hour time frame to validate presence of sellers on the 1 hour time frame. Let's continue to play the candlestick. Finally, price invalidated it. This was the bearish candlestick that broke out of this support level and that validate this change of structure, and this bearish candlestick will be my entry confirmation. Right, I'm going to use my short position tool right here, then place my stop loss zone above this place. I'll be risking 30 pips on this trade right here. Then I'm going to target the next major support level that caused this major retracement to the upper side. The retracement journey started at this support level, right? Then to the retest zone at this resistance level. So let's continue to play the candlesticks and see what the price action will offer us on this trade. We just have to exercise a lot of patience. Round price is heading towards our TP level. Finally, price smashed our take profits level. All right, that is the end of today's video. If you are blessed in one way or the other through the informations I just shared in this video, I would truly appreciate your support by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. This helps the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to more struggling traders out there looking for possible ways to become profitable trader. And if you are also interested to be part of my community on Telegram, where I give out free profitable signals and market insights every week. You can click on the link in the description and I will see you next time.